The cops showed me the video. There I was, strangling Mrs. Ellis in her kitchen, her blood on my hands. But I'd been home that night, binge-watching TV, alone. My twin, Lila, had been dead for 6 months. The funeral, the ashes, the eulogy I'd given everything was a lie. I was home alone, I told the cops. Lila was dead. They laughed. Your DNA is on the murder weapon. Your face is on camera. The cops found Lila's real body in our attic, a coffin, a syringe, a note, "You'll never escape me." Lila had undergone plastic surgery to look like me. Her face, her voice, her life. She'd been living as me while I mourned her. The motive was in Mrs. Ellis's House of Blackmail letter. Tell the world who you really are, or I'll tell them about the first body. Lila's real victim wasn't Mrs. Ellis. It was our childhood friend, Jake. She'd killed him years ago, buried him in our backyard. I found her diary in our childhood closet. You'll always be second best. The cops think I'm guilty, but Lila's still out there. She's watching me. I discovered her surgeon's notes in the coffin. Full facial reconstruction. Voice modulation. She's perfect. The first body wasn't Jake. It was our mother. Lila killed her to silence her. I told the cops the truth. They called me delusional. Lila's next move is clear. She's coming for me. Last night, I got a text from her old number. "You're next." The first clue came today. A photo in the mail, a picture of me asleep, captioned, "Stage my death next. Let's see who mourns." Tonight, I heard a knock. The door creaked open. It was me. Her eyes glowed in the dark. Time to swap again. Her eyes glowed in the dark. Time to swap again. I froze. Lila's face, my face, was inches from mine. Her voice, my voice, dripped with malice. I'd stumbled upon it days earlier, triggered by a childhood memory of Lila hiding a stolen necklace. The room was crammed with evidence. Photos of Lila's surgeries, syringes, even a wig with my hair. A journal entry dated 6 months before her death read, "Mom always loved her more. Now I'll be the only one." Mom's grave came next. Why? I begged. We were twins. We swore nothing would come between us. Lila knelt, her hands trembling not with guilt, but excitement. "You were always better. Everything was yours. Now it's my turn." The fight in the garage was worse. She cornered me, syringe in hand. "This serum will make you confess. Then I'll bury you like Mom." I lunged, but she jabbed me. The world blurred. Memories flooded back, not mine. Flashbacks hit like knives. Lila sneaking into my room at 16, studying my face in the mirror. "I'll fix this," she whispered. I woke to her stealing my diary, her handwriting scribbling, "You're not real." The serum's effect unraveled me. I saw two faces in the mirror, mine, hairs until they merged. Which one am I? Dad's house was next. He sat on the couch, staring at a photo of us. "It's me," I pleaded. He shook his head. "You're not her. She's a real one." A figure emerged from the shadows, another twin. "Hello, sister," she said, my voice. Flashbacks of Jake's death, Lila's hands around his throat, her tears fake as she screamed. I couldn't save him. The final confrontation left me breathless. "You're not human anymore," I whispered. She grinned. "Neither are you." The package arrived that night. A photo of Dad, his face pale, a note, swap complete. The detective's call came at midnight. "Your father confessed. You're under arrest." I looked in the mirror. My eyes, her eyes stared back. The detective's words echoed, "You're under arrest." I stared at my reflection. Her eyes, my face. What was real anymore? The figure in Dad's house wasn't Lila. She called herself Eve. "We're all copies," she said, her voice colder than Lila's. "You're the first experiment. Lila's the second. I'm the final version." The lab's white walls, the cold needles. Mom's face blurred. "You're special," she'd whispered. "You'll be perfect." Dr. Voss's hands, steady, injected me. "Pain means you're alive," he'd said. Rows of pods held faceless bodies. Files labeled Project Twin detailed decades of experiments. Subject 1, prototype, Subject 2, Lila, designed to mimic Subject 1. Subject 3, Eve, engineered to outperform both. Lila and I competed in a maze. Dr. Voss watched, smug. Only one survives, he'd said. I tripped, and Lila laughed, stepping over me. You're not my sister anymore, she hissed, echoing the truth. The detective's betrayal came next. I'm Clone 12, he confessed, tears in his eyes. I wanted to believe I was real, but we're all just copies. Dr. Voss's motive emerged. His daughter had died from a genetic disorder. Perfection isn't a flaw, he told Mom. It's a solution. She'd agreed, selling our DNA for his vision. Eve's purpose was clear. She'd been programmed to replace both of us. You're not special, she sneered. You're just a prototype. Lila and I were injected with experimental serum. Become better, Dr. Voss urged. I'd thrown up, but Lila grinned. I'll win this time, she'd whispered. The detective's rebellion. He'd discovered his own origins. I killed to survive, he said. But this stops now. He shot Lila's surveillance drones, buying me time. Her pod held a woman with my face. Run, she mouthed, her voice through a monitor. They'll overwrite you. Fight them. Dr. Voss's plan was vast. Humanity's flaws are fatal, he'd told Mom. Clones can evolve without guilt, fear, or weakness. The serum's vial held a choice, perfection or purge. Eve's laughter echoed. You'll pick purge. You've always been weak. The detective stayed behind to fight Eve. Choose, he said. The serum makes you perfect, or you die trying. I'll keep making copies until the world is mine, Dr. Voss declared. You'll be the first to comply. The syringe in the garage hadn't made me confess it to erase my memories. Lila and I were never twins. We were test subjects. Flashbacks of Jake's murder. I'd strangled him. Lila had guided my hands. Prove you're worthy, she'd hissed. I injected myself. The world blurred. My reflection flickered between Lila, Eve, and Mom. A new voice whispered, You're not the first rebel, but you'll be the last. I injected the syringe. The serum's choice, perfection or purge. Purge it was. My veins burned, memories flooding back Lila's first lie, Dr. Voss's cold labs, the detective's tears. I triggered the self-destruct. Flames engulfed the pods. Eve screamed, her clone face melting. He lunged for me, but the detective tackled him. You're not a god, the detective spat, shooting him. Kindly subscribe to our channel for more interesting true crime stories. See you in our next. He didn't survive. Tell them we fought, he whispered, dying in my arms. Her pod opened. She wasn't my mother. Another clone. Her final words. We were all her mistakes. She'd been dead months. Her body, preserved, showed the serum's effects. I wanted to be you, her journal read. The pods exploded. Smoke filled the air. Eve's voice echoed, You can't win. My vision cleared. The serum let me see the clones' faces, 12 of them, all broken. You'll join me, he gasped, blood pooling. Perfection is inevitable. I fired. His body fell. The lab collapsed. They found my journal, detailing the experiments. Subject 1, the headlines read, The first to escape. His badge was in my pocket. Run, he'd said. I did. My face still mine. No more doubles. It didn't erase me. It let me see the truth. The explosion killed them all. Eve's final scream echoed, You're not free. Her pod held a note. Sorry, Subject 1. Headlines called me a hero, but I knew the truth. I was always a copy. On his grave, he fought for humanity. I placed a flower. I kept the syringe. A reminder, perfection is a lie. I wondered, anonymous, haunted by the faces I'd seen. The serum had shown me the truth. I wasn't unique. I was one of many. At first, I doubted myself. Who was I without the serum? Without the experiments? But the detective's word stuck. You're not defined by what they made you. The exposure sparked debates. Ethics, cloning, humanity. Some hailed me as a savior. Others saw me as a threat. His name became synonymous with courage. I visited his grave often, remembering his sacrifice. It hadn't made me perfect. It had made me human. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting true crime stories.